everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for our level 50 Dragoon quest, the final of A Realm Reborn. Hello there, Ulbrich. What are we up to today? Sir Ulbrich wears a solemn expression on his face. Satora, an urgent message arrived from Estinien in your absence. He bids you come at once to the Steel Vigil. It would seem that Nidhogg is on the move, and rather sooner than we had anticipated. It appears you have not yet fully become master of the dragon within you, and yet we are racing against time. I fear we have no choice but to do battle to the best of your current abilities and without the Drachenmail I promised. Now let us away. Estinien must know the truth of Ferndale lest he fall for the Great Worm's seduction. Just what we needed. We are running out of time. This is not good. Okay, let's get up to Estinien at the Steel Vigil, let him know what happened at Ferndale so that he doesn't fall for Nidhogg's tricks, and hopefully everything will be fine. Okay, apologies if the camera jerks left occasionally, like that. I don't know what's going on with my controller. This is a new controller, and in the last week or so, it started randomly, like, jerking to the left on the camera, on the right control stick. It doesn't seem to be drift because it'll frequently go like a full tilt like that. That was me. I did that. I'm sorry. I probably should have given more of a warning. But yeah, it'll go like full tilt and not like a slight tilt like drift often has. Though I guess those last couple of jerks we've been getting on the way up here have been more drift-like, so I'm definitely concerned, but it's a new controller, so it shouldn't be having this issue. Anyways, apologies if that's going to keep happening. I'm going to try and get it fixed as soon as possible, but who knows with how controllers are nowadays. Alright, up to the Steel Vigil. Alright, Estinien? Are you... Camera? Please. Camera. If you're gonna do this, I'll straight up stop and fix you before we go in. Alright, I gave it a couple minutes. The moment I come back, after giving it a couple minutes to be sure, it's doing it again. Okay, I feel personally targeted. Let's just go in. We're just gonna have to cope. Ulbrich, I have waited long for this day. You who fancy yourself an Azure Dragoon, the man whose cause you have taken for your own is a coward. He relinquished the power of the dragon of his own volition and watched as Ferndale burned. Do you not think it ironic that I was chosen Azure Dragoon? I, an orphan who has not a value to protect in Ishgard. I suppose I must give thanks, for it was the eye that revealed to me the truth. A truth so damning as to undo a lifetime of trust. I loved you as a father, but I can ill forgive you for Ferndale. As I understand it, you've kept even the Archbishop in the dark regarding the missing eye. Do you mean to take your shame to the grave? But I waste my breath. Prepare yourself, old man, for I shall lay to waste all the things you hold dear. And once I'm finished with you, I shall do what no Azure Dragoon has succeeded in doing. I shall claim Nidhogg's head. Calm yourself, Estinien. Your rage renders you vulnerable to the dragon's influence. Satora. In you, I thought I had found kindred, someone beside whom I could fight the Great Worm. It is with a heavy heart that I relinquish that dream. Your affection for this coward has rendered you deaf to your own destiny. Very well. That we would one day cross lances was inevitable from the moment of our first meeting, as we shall now find out who is the true chosen. There can only be one. Estinien, I think you don't have the true full details of what happened at Ferndale. Alright, when I hit level 50 by doing a leveling roulette, I got a new ability, Chaos Thrust, which extends the combo off of Disembowel, so now we have 3 actions on each side of our GCD setup. Fantastic. We've got a much fuller combo going now, and now we can far more confidently do the full rotation on both sides evenly. True Thrust to Full Thrust, then True Thrust to Chaos Thrust, and repeats. I'm sorry, Estinien, but we have to stop you, or Nidhogg will claim you. And we cannot allow that to happen. Oh, this is not good. Alright, quickly let's get rid of that Dragon Eye before it can cause problems. I imagine if we let him get hit by those, he's going to become even stronger and we're going to lose him even more. Okay, down he goes. Feeble creature, dost thou desire power? Look to thine anger and to thy hatred. It is there that thou shalt find it. O mighty Nidhogg, Lord of Dragons! Grant unto me thy blood, that I might be granted the claws and fangs wherewith to rend thine enemies. Satora? This is impossible. It cannot be. Forgive me, Estinien. I have failed you once again. I am fine, Satora. Somewhat shaken, but otherwise whole of body. Suffice it to say, I have much to reflect upon. Let us return to the observatorium. And so we have lost Estinien to Nidhogg. This sucks. This sucks a lot. Goodness, we have completely failed in our mission. We have completely failed in the entire mission that Albrecht gave us. Not for lack of trying, but... Alright, back to Albrecht. Alright, Albrecht, I made it back. I see you did as well. What are we gonna do now? This sucks. When the being of darkness closed upon us, you appeared to me as the spitting image of Huldroth the Dragon's Eye, just as he is depicted in the Holy Scriptures. I thought that mayhap the years had taken their toll on my mind, but behold, the soul of the dragoon shines as it never did in all the years I bore it. It would seem you have achieved that which was thought impossible. You have awakened to the ability that none but the first Azure Dragoon possessed. Truly a momentous achievement. I can still scarce believe that you were able to have summoned the selfsame Drachenmail worn by Haldroth. To think that it had been sealed within the Soul Crystal all this time. I have borne witness to many and more wonders over the years, yet none compares to you, my young dragoon. Could it be that you are... Mark not my mutterings. I am certain that it was your indomitable sense of justice that resonated with the spirit of the first Azure Dragoon, prompting him to bestow the armor upon you. Yes, that is doubtless what happened. As the being of darkness faded, so too did Nidhogg's aura subside, and now his kind of seas are stirring. Whether this was compelled by your awakening, I cannot say. I suspect we will learn the truth of it eventually. Estinien, my dear boy, whatever becomes of him, he will ever be as a son to me. I pray that he is somewhere out there still, and that he has not wholly forgotten the great man he once was. When that darkness brushed against me, the selfsame torrent of emotion swept over me as those I experienced 20 summers past. But there was something else besides. There was a voice, and it lamented the rift that divides dragon and men. You will come to comprehend what I speak in due time. Till then, Stora, I pray that you will ever use your newfound strength in the name of justice. Alright, we'll just have to hope that Estinien is out there fighting to retain himself. We get the final piece of the Drachenmail, we get the level 90 Worm's armor, and we get Dragonfire Dive, delivers a jumping fire-based attack with a potency of 300 to target all enemies nearby it. Fantastic. An AoE jump ability. Now where do I want to put that on my hotbar? That is the final Dragoon quest for A Realm Reborn. The next will be available once we hit Heavensward. I think for now I'm going to put Dragonfire Dive right there so it's with my other jumps. But I'm considering maybe putting it like over on the AoE hotbar instead. I don't know. It really depends on what other abilities we end up picking up. Alright then, with that, let's go ahead and put that new armor on. All the way up to level 90, well, level 73 rather, since we have to average with our weapon and our jewelry, but goddamn, not gonna lie, Dragoon armor, kinda hot, kind of a good look. No, that's not me being a scaly. I'm not a scaly, I'm a furry. But it is a good fucking look. Alright then, with that, next time on Final Fantasy XIV. Looks like we are taking care of our level 50 White Mage quest. I'll see everyone next time for that.